Howdy everyone, I hope you're all well. Just come into the lobby. I just played a game against Dan in the OCS and I noticed he's doing another one, so I thought I'd try and capture this as a live stream. It's against Just Shy. I'm not 100% sure who that person is. I feel like I want to say it's like Kyle or something, but that is a total guess. But anyway, so we've got a Hunt Down versus No Idea. I always feel like this is an uphill battle for Hunt Down. Hunt Down's doing the standard 12 card start, and No Idea, we've got Wacklin, 10 Men, and Insurrection. So I feel like I'm saying a lot already. I've not even started. Basically, yeah, the data vault is on this side, the dark side. All immunity to attrition and F1's game text here is cancelled. So you can't just put like the Emperor there, you can't put Vader there, because they just die to a scrub, which is really frustrating. Dan gets a good start for activation though with the security tower and the bridge. Always nice in Hunt Down when you get a couple of your Twixes straight away. Van A's obviously the other one you want to get. Oh, sorry, I'm lounging on my couch this morning, so I probably don't look too great, but I want to be comfortable. Okay, so Dan just draws up to 15, saves himself a force, hasn't pulled any shields. Just Shy pulled the goldenrod, so no Walker turn 1. Or Emperor in his shuttle, I guess, because you activated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you could have done Emperor shuttle. I doubt it though. And we see he loses a sonic bombardment from hand. Sometimes I think if he had sonic bombardment in his hand, he must have drawn it, I'm guessing, but I don't think the security tower. Yeah, he deployed that from hand. I know it's a Twix, and you would have given up 2 force if you deployed the downtown plaza, but I kind of like the plaza because he could have deployed that and then pitched the security tower to Visage, and then next turn retrieved it using the downtown plaza. So it's kind of, you do give your opponent 2 force to work with, and it's another place for them to spread. But I think No Idea doesn't tend to spread as much as they used to, because 10 Men got changed to Rebel Spies deploy -1 to Scarif. It used to be universal, so it was such a pain. They just, spy. So now they've got to just go to Scarif, because that is, I think, it's a big difference. If you think, instead of being able to, you could have put like one guy here, potentially one guy here. That's 3 force you would have saved. That's another guy. Whereas now, you're not saving that force. So deploying +1 is a big difference. I got caught out last month playing against On the Verge of Greatness, because I forget if it's Scarif or it's the shield. I think it's the shield makes your characters deploy +1 to Scarif locations. That extra 1 force per character is a big deal, especially if you're not activating a ton. The same when you're playing against like Take a Watt or QMC, who best makes you deploy +1. always forget about it, and you're like, oh yeah, this guy's 4, this one's 5, this one's 2, and then I've got a force or 2 left to battle. And you deploy your first one, you don't realise, and you deploy the second one, you're like, oh wait a second, where did all my force go? So yeah, I think that extra one is it's a killer sometimes. At the end of the turn, we see Just Shy. He top decked a Ray. Always disappointing to see her go in the lost pile, but he's probably playing at least 2. I've seen some builds where they run 3 Rays in this deck because she's an awesome character. Okay, Don't Tread on Me V to deploy an effect. If you are playing this card, just remember that it's an effect that deploys on your side of table and is always immune to alter. So the dark side equivalent, you can't play blast door controls or the new one. I forget what it's called. It's the one with the stormtroopers are running. I can't remember what it's called though. Anyway, they're not immune to alter. So Just Shy he's going all out on turn 1. Deploys the beach. We see Vanden Willard come down. He gets the data tapes. Oh, Stardust, that's it, Stardust in this one. Doesn't become the data tapes until they get it aboard the Tantive. And then Diplo takes over. Which, segue, I think this would be quite a cool, I don't know how it would work, but it'd be cool if you could do a team tournament where it's perhaps 3 players and each deck follows the previous one in sort of sequence. I know there's Wen's League tournament thing that's coming up where it's decks that have to be thematic. So if you're playing, an episode 1 objective, all your guys have got to be in that film time period, which I think is a really cool way to do it. But yeah, this would be cool. You could start No Idea, and then the next person could play Diplo, and then after Diplo, it would be something like, you could do Y4 Ops, I guess, because Masashi base operations would be a cool way to finish it. And then on the dark side, what would you play? You'd play On the Verge of Greatness would be perhaps the first one against No Idea. Obviously, Set Your Course for Alderaan would follow on. So maybe you could do something before that. Hunt Down, perhaps. What other objectives are there? I think that'd be quite a cool thing though. It'd be fun because you're playing against, essentially the decks that are the same movie time period. I send Jared an email. I think it's Jared who would arrange stuff like that. See what he thinks. The only issue, I guess, if you were playing No Idea and your opponent put down Verge, it might be tough because Verge just makes your guys essentially negates their -1 deploy, and it blows up sites. So could be tough. You gotta try and keep their guys. Ooh. Okay, we're looking good here for Dan. Going back to the game, we get a Emperor's Enforcer, Darth Vader, who gets barriered. Dan grabbed the barrier, which was always good, and then he cancels it they're still coming through. This is such a good card. It cancels everything. Barrier, it's a trap, smokescreen. You can retarget Fallen Portal, which in my game I played against him, I was WAP, and I do play Fallen Portals, so that could have backfired big time. And also you can peek at the top card of your force pile, and you can either return it, place it under your force pile, or a reserve deck. So it's such a good utility card. I forgot about that one. I have to add it in. Oh no. I hope Just Shy's got a Gick here, otherwise it's going to be a short game. Vader gets his saber, and then we see a Grand Moff Tarkin V. Power 10, 2 Battle Destinies. Just Shy has got sand, so he can cap it to 1, but I mean, Willard's going to get sliced and diced by Vader. Ooh, this is interesting. Dan plays Imperial Supply. You can play it used, lose 1 force to activate 2, or you can lose 1 force to activate 4 and play this loss. So he's using it used. Interesting. It's a nice way, I guess, of activating enough force on turn 1 to play Vader. You kind of lose 1 force to that instead of Visage if you had a battleground to go to. I like it. Dan is fearless and inventive. Here we go. So Just Shy is going to lose a force here to I Am Your Father. Ooh. This is, I think, the best image of V cards. It's so cool. Just a full picture, Vader's text, and that kind of red hue. Definitely my favourite. Okay, so he uses Tarkin's text. Tarkin's really handy. He's got that. If you just drew Destiny less than the number of Imperials here, you can cancel and cause a redraw. I'm surprised he used that text. I would have thought, he's got enough 3+. I suppose he's got a lot of characters in this deck to have hit him, but he wants, obviously, to make sure he hits, cause the ping. Just Shy loses Keep Your Eyes Open from reserve deck, which would have cancelled the weapon death, or stopped weapons being fired. I hate when stuff like that happens, when you got to lose, you lose a force and it's the exact force that you could have done with. I'm talking out of Destiny. Is he going to use sand? If he uses sand, he's got no Gick. Okay, so I'm guessing he's got a Gick here. Or how Jix. Dan draws 9. 19 to 3, down by 16. Ooh, there's a pause. The suspense. Okay, Stardust goes back. Willard goes last. I think he's peeling. Oh no, okay. He was just keeping us all in suspense. But even so, he's only got a 6-card hand now. He's already lost a Ray, Willard, a Gick, Keep Your Eyes Open. That was a good turn for Dan. I think, so we got to be careful. You can't just rely on, Barrier. It's a trap, especially against Hunt Down. Because as we saw, Dan drew Vader's Anger. Ooh, not that one. This is a nice little bit of text. Vader can follow someone who moves away from him. If Vader in a battle, cancel dodge, it's a trap, and Oban's journal. So, yeah, I think that was quite ballsy play, doing the Willard on his own, because he didn't even draw Destiny. I mean, just shy could have done with deploying someone who at least ability 4. He could have drawn a Destiny if it was a spy, could have retrieved the Force, would have at least got rid of Tarkin, and if he'd have stayed in the data vault, would Dan have done this? And probably he could have walked Vader out, but yeah, so he's in a bit of a sticky situation here. He's looking at a drain of 3. A drain of 3. Vader pretty much cancels probably 90% of No Ideas characters' game text, because they're all small ability. He's getting 2 Destiny, although Sand is out. I didn't actually see what he stacked on Sand. Luke Skywalker, Blue 11. Blue 11 would have possibly been handy to take out, although just deploys a guy. Okay, so we see Luke and Rey. Rey's going to get him a card. Like we said, another Rey. Luke being at the battleground site flips Hunt down back. This is kind of the only way to keep Hunt down on the 0 side. Luke has to be at a battleground site, which, makes his text kind of useless now, because he's got to be piloting junior control phase. If piloting at a battleground, he does this thing. So okay, so Joshi's done some damage mitigation. He's got Jin out. Luke and Rey on their own. They're looking pretty vulnerable. I mean, more with double-bladed lightsaber would sort of spoil their day. He's only got a 3-card hand. Dan's got 10. He's going to lose another Force to Visage. Dan loses BB9 from hand. And Menace fades off reserve deck. What did I say? Here he comes. Another great image. More swings, and he hits. Dan is in complete control of this match at the moment. With no Force saved for just shy, I'm thinking you spend 2 move into here, although maybe that's a bad idea. And then we get more swinging at Rey, draws a 4 and a 4 Ellis Hellrot. That's pretty useless in this build, but against Insurrection, nice bit of attack though. And then he draws a 2. Okay. Just shy draws a 3. He hasn't got the force to pay for retrieval. This is one of those turns where it's like, yeah, he was looking at taking, I mean, he was going to get pinged by Visage anyway, and then he was going to get a drain of 3, because I'm guessing Jin was the card he took with Ray. But, you know, he should have probably just restocked his hand, because essentially he lost two cards. You would have lost 3, but you would have drawn into the Ray, into Jin, so you could have deployed Jin next turn. And yeah, Dan just restocks his hand, and essentially just shy is probably going to do what I said. Now he's going to activate and then just draw, maybe put a starship in space with his objective. So Dan is at 31 in life, 12 in hand, so 43. Just shy is at 28, 4 in hand, so 32. So he's down like 10 cards already. She's an insurrection for a docking bay. She's not in there. I've never replayed, no idea. So apart from the whole, you know, just get Stardust and just stack the beach with every single guy and put a load of starships at Scarif, I'm not sure what his kind of game plan is here. Putting someone, yeah, like Corrin, just cancel Visage, stop that damage. It's just tangent. I'm gutted that they've, you know, the expanded empire stuff, expanded universe, is no longer, you know, after Disney's, what I think is, you know, destruction of Star Wars, because Corrin was such a cool character, and if you read the iJedi book, you know, he was going to turn into like a pretty powerful Jedi, and it would have been cool to have got him in this game, you know, another version of him from that book. And other characters like Kyle Katarn, you know, if you played Jedi Academy, Kyle he's the dude. So I'm a bit gutted about that. It would be nice if the PC just ignored what Disney did, and, you know, carried it on as expanded universe, alternate universe, whatever they want to call it. Bring back some of those cool characters. But anyway, we get what we get. What's Dan gonna do here? He's got another character, you know, like okay, Fane. Who else would he have now? So you got like Morrow with Saber, Kylo with Saber, P-59, Aura Singh. Okay, he's just gonna stack the beach. He's gonna look for Force Lightning. Not one in there. I wasn't really paying much attention, but maybe he's tracking where that Sniper Dark Strike was, and he wanted to spend the Force, and then he's going to draw it if it was near the bottom. Although I feel like it would have been, I suppose it would have been kind of in the middle. He activated 12. We'll see if he gets it for next turn. He needs to pull the Coward Shield though. There you go. We're on the same wavelength, Dan. So Dan's at 40 hand and life. Just Shy is at 31. This is where Jin's really frustrating. He needs to find an answer. So the Sniper Dark Strike, unless if Kyle can, I'm obsessed with Kyle now. But if Just Shy can flip, he can use the text to stop Jin getting targeted, which is super annoying. So what else would you have? Probot. I doubt he's playing Probot. Isan, possibly. Or an Utaguta solo. Okay, my wife's coming downstairs, so I'm gonna take this party upstairs. Oh, you're gonna get a little view of my house. Yeah. It's a nice sunny day here in Wales for once. Just turn that off because it's noisy. Set you up over there. Hopefully, we're all good now. Change of scenery. Okay, so here's Tantive 4. There we go. Flip this if you control 2 scarification. Okay. So yeah, so if he puts a guy here now, it'll flip. Just like that. Melshi is another little cool character because when you deploy him, or if he's just lost, I think he does it with both. You can upload. You have to remember the triangle point up means take it into hand. We say upload. During another charge or a trooper. So I think when he goes lost, you can do the same thing again, and he gets Corporal Pow or Poe. It's so cool. It just makes me laugh, this little dude. But yeah, he's PAL +1 when he's with Melshi or Cephala. And then during battle, you can add X, a limit of 3 to adjust your own destiny, where X is the number of spies out of play. It's just lost from sight. You may draw cards from reserve deck until you have up to 6 in hand. So he's kind of like the Tarkin V, the ISB Tarkin. It's always nice. And then we see Blau. Bodhi goes to the Tantive. So if Dan hasn't got a way to take care of Jin, which now this is flipped. Well, this I do. Spies defense value +2 for a start, which is annoying. So she's defense value 5, and immune to undercover. Whilst on your spy, opponent may not cancel your force drains of battlegrounds. Once per turn, may place a rebel in your lost spy out of play to make a regular move with your rebel spy during your control phase. Or cancel attempt to target your non-undercover spy. Okay, so she can be hit, but she's defense value 5. Yeah. And then to flip if you do not occupy 2 Scarif locations. So I mean, Dan should hit Jen with Vader. Okay, so he's going to force push for the Sniper Dark Strike. Undercover spies are really annoying. Right?
Sorry, I need to cover
that. Yeah, undercover spies are really frustrating because to deal with them, essentially Dan has probably going to use Force Push, which is a lost card, and then he's going to play Sniper Dark Strike, which is another lost card. So he's essentially, losing 2 force to get rid of Jin, and she stopped light side from losing 2 force. It's kind of, it's like a 4-4 swing in that regard. I guess they are losing Jin, but and force push, I guess, is what force push is there to get the card you need. Okay, so no Sniper Dark Strike. That sucks. Unless he did get the character to break her cover, but what else would be good here? Emperor Shuttle, obviously pointless because the Emperor's here. Maul Sith Infiltrator and a Maul. Go and try and clear Bodhi. Or a Kylo to take out Karen. So Anthony's maneuver is going to make Dan pay 1 to fire his weapon. Maul Sith Infiltrator with Maul. Oh, nice. First strike. If I was Dan, I think I would have done this first. Maul, Sith Infiltrator Maul, first strike, then Kylo. Probably wouldn't have made much of a difference, but potentially could have made him pay a 4, so he could probably have played it straight away, I guess. I just think I would have done it that way around. So we lose Profundity off the top. Dan retrieves Force Push. Dan needs to draw. I mean, anything will clear Bodhi, but he is immune nutrition left. He's forfeit 6, so unless he's got like a Phantom Menace or another Visage on top there, out he's clearing the entire ship. Okay, just shy is pitching Wacklin to get back the Profundity. Dan's down by 3 power. let's hope these destinies go in his favour. Of 4, so 8. Guessing he's going to lose something here. Eight to 11. So he's down 3. Okay, he's going to play Dark Time and make it a 3. So he's losing 2 force. Plus, I'm guessing he's going to cloak, so he's going to lose like 4 force this turn if he. Unless he pitches, yeah. So he loses the Dark Time. And Blizzard 4. And then he's got a Battle Current, yeah. He's not going to be able to pay. Oh, he is going to pay to retrieve 1. Fair enough. Karen's immune situation less than 3. Oh, why isn't this working? So if he doesn't draw, if he draws like a 1 or a 2, that is going to be bad news bears. Oh, okay. He's going to play the Imperial Supply again. He's going to lose it and a force to activate 4. I like it, Dan. I like it. So we're looking at 6 to 2. If you can hit him, just shy is down by 4. Oh, he's going to use the thing, put a guy out of play to cancel the targeting. So annoying. Okay, so Karin actually forfeits for 5. Yeah, 6, 7. So I think the game is swinging more towards just shy now, really. And Dan's going to draw a 4, so 10. Four, 6, so no damage, everyone dies. He did do a ping and a retrieval though, but so he battled in space, retrieved 1 force, but then he lost 2, so he was technically down 1. Then he battled with Kylo and retrieved the force, so he was back to 0, but then he played Imperial Supply and lost a force, so he still lost 2 force after all that in his turn. And Kylo, so he essentially lost 3 force to cause 2 ping damage, and he got rid of Corrin, who would have drained for 2, so yeah, fair enough. And then he's going to cloak, we're losing 2 force. So he lost like 4 force in that turn. And then so he's going to get pinged for 1 with Stardust and a drain of 1. Currently Dan's at 30 hand and life. Just shy is at 19, 21, 25. Yeah, this is the thing now with First Strike. So he loses an Emperor from reserve deck, Vader, Enforcer. Just Shy can't pull ships anymore. He does have a hand-tuned Falcon in hand. Yeah, so like this is what I was saying before. If Dan had moved Vader and Tarkin in, because Jin couldn't follow because he had no force left, Just Shy, I guess he could have deployed here, picked up the stuff, and then walked out. But Dan could have force drained at least for 2, and then just moved out and followed. He wouldn't have been able to deploy the Emperor here, but he could have just put the Emperor and Van A here, or put him up here, just to, you know, he could put the Emperor here just to protect Visage. It would have caused 2 damage. These guys would have been outside now, which is not good either, I guess. We see a projection, so even if he does get rid of Jin, that is only a drain of 2. And the Bright Hope joins the party, so by having Darth Maul here in space, essentially Dan is giving Just Shy a drain of 2 if he's going to keep cloaking instead of 1. He's not paying to drain, but he can't drain anyway because of Jin at the moment. He's only got 6 cards left in his hand. I doubt he's got the Sniper Dark Strike because I think he would have played it last turn. And yeah, now it's like Just Shy is well in control here, I guess. Oh, okay, there we go, Sniper Dark Strike. Draws a 5, it's a good start. And a 1, whew, just. Their tracking us would have really spoiled his day. So we get a ping damage from I'm Your Father. Let's see, so he loses Where's Hand from hand, and then Jin gets to look at Darkseid's hand, which is super strong because now you know exactly what play you're going to need to take. Although Dan's got 17-4, so his hand's going to change a lot, but it's a good idea of what he's got currently. And it lets you think, like, well, do I need to worry about the ground? Do I need to worry about space? Really don't think so. Let's see. If nothing changes, Dan is at 27 hand and life. Just Shy is at 16, 17, 19. So Dan is up by 8 cards. Okay, let's just wait. So 18 for light side, 27. So Dan is up by 9. But he's essentially taking 4 damage a turn because he's going to lose 2 for Maul, 1 for Stardust, 1 for the Drain. So already he's going to go from 9 card lead to 5. But then on his turn, he's only going to do a drain of 2. Yeah, so he can't keep that up. And there's nowhere else to go. This, again, if he had the downtown plaza, at least it would have been another battleground to go to. He could have put the Emperor there, drained for 2. Because unless he's got a spy, so Probot Isan to go to the Yavin 4 war room. We see we must accelerate to get another one. There's not one in there. Another accelerate. So he's lost Kylo. Moore's in space. What are the characters we're thinking? So there's P-59. Aura Singh, obviously with blaster rifle. Mara with lightsaber. But he would need like at least 2 of them, because Kyle's objective is going to stop one of the shots. So Dengar with blaster carbine would be great, because he at least shoots twice, and he's good at picking off those little. Although they're all defense value like 4 now, aren't they? Why is this not working? There we go. Yeah, defense value 4, 4, 4, and 4. And this guy during battle may subtract X from a just drawn weapon or battle destiny where X's number of spies out of play. There's 1 spy out of play currently. So if you want to know what's out of play, by the way, up here where you get your hand size and your force icons, this bit in the middle is out of play cards. So you just click on it. Obviously Dan's got nothing, and Just Shy's got Wacklin and Bodhi. So if he fires a weapon at any of them, he's got another guy he can place out of play to cancel it. Then if he has a second weapon to fire, he can subtract 2 from it at that point with Cephala. And he can then use POW to add 2 to his battle destiny. So he's essentially 16. And here we go, he's going wide. So and there's a loop to flip that back. Did he retrieve Luke? I must have missed that. Unless he's playing 3 Lukes, which sounds a bit crazy. Anyway. And then yeah, we've got an Ezra and Webb over here, which says to me he's got another Gick in hand. And oh, okay, he hasn't saved the Force, so if Dan's got a decent character, oh, he's gonna let him activate 2. Other breach starts from next generation. Dan is less than 2. Okay. Doesn't really matter, I guess. He's only got 12 Force to activate altogether. All bar 1. You know, guy here. This is the problem. Webb is 4'6", so he covers 7. Ezra was power 5, which is quite cool for the Dark Jedi's on table. So he covers 10 and a Destiny. So Force Drain of 2, he loses Profundity and Projection from hand. Dr. A Ponder Baba, go after Web. He's got to have someone to go for Ezra, surely. Oh no! Oh no! He played We Must Accelerate Our Plans to take We Must Accelerate Plans out of reserve deck, which means he's got no Destiny left. Dan, what are you doing? And he's... Oh, okay, he's still just going to battle because he's 6-1. Gets to retrieve a force and do a ping damage. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Shame he hasn't got another guy to go after Ezra though. So Dan paid 5 force and lost a force to retrieve 1 and ping 1. And then he's going to pay 4 force in the move phase to pick Vader up. This text hardly ever gets used on Hunt Down. During your move phase, use force, take Vader into hand from a location you control. Cards on him go to owner's use pile. Which is a bit of a bummer because now it's going to be the top card of here. He could have lost it. He should have lost Vader's lightsaber and a card from hand, because then he can activate and use I'm Your Father to play the lightsaber from reserve deck, from lost pile. That was a bit of a misplay there by Dan. Sorry, I can hear this thing coming. It doesn't matter, it didn't. There we go. Dan's still on 23 life force, just shy is down to 12. I think Dan is going to win this. Yeah, see, so he's played We Must Accelerate, so he's put a 5 on the bottom, and he's shuffled his reserve deck, so now he has no idea where Vader's saber is. And it's kind of like the likelihood of Vader coming back with his saber now slim to none, unless he just activates like 6 force to deploy Vader. Vader battles for free, and 1 force to retrieve a force. So let's see. Stardust pinged, he lost Lord Vader from hand. Force drains at the security tower, got a Phantom Menace and a Morwood Saber. Oh, sorry, the Data Vaults, he lost Lord Vader. And then a Stardust ping, he loses Accelerate from hand. And Hera's going to back Ezra up, so... and Saw. So Vader comes down, blanks Hera's text. Looking at 12 plus Destiny, Vader is 6 plus Destiny, so you're down 6. If he activates all bar 1, he's going to draw 5. Oh, this is interesting. I never asked that question twice. Take into hand first light or Voss. Place a character from hand in use pile to activate 1 2/4 Voss on table. Or once per game, exchange 2 cards in hand with 1 card in lost pile. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that card played. Obviously, it's Shadow Collective because it's first light and Voss. Can't wait to see what the first light is going to be. So, this is like, it's a hard balance I think with this, but basically Dan just played that, which was a lost interrupt, and he lost 2 force, which was we must accelerate plans and Tarkin to get back Sniper Dark Strike. He activates 6, and then he's going to look for Force Lightning to hope that the lightsaber is in reserve deck at this point. And then he's going to play Antilles Maneuver to make him have to spend an extra force. That's not annoying. Sorry, my phone's buzzing. No. Okay, so drains for 1 at the beach now because there's no saber. I have thought, because I've been playing Hunt Down V, I've been thinking about putting Lando, the new Lando V, is it Vader's Broker I think he's called, just basically for that, to put it back in use pile. Okay, so we get Vader Saber. Yeah, so again, if he'd have lost Vader Saber, he could have activated 2 more extra force here. You know, he still would have lost the same amount of force. So he's going to cancel Saul's game text. And then he's going to Sniper Dark Strike. Oh wow, okay. He's losing 2 force to put Visage on the table, which, yeah, okay. So we're looking at 5, 6, 10, 12, 7, 8 to 9. He's going to hit someone and drop you to 8. In the turn, you're going to lose a force, going to make it 7. Ooh, this is shaping up to be quite a tight race. The only problem is Vader is probably going to go here, I guess. He's got to swing at Hera, for sure. Okay, so Dan didn't retrieve a force because he wanted to pay the 1 to swing the lightsaber, okay. So Hera's hit. This is another thing I didn't realise. I did this the other day where I hit a character and I made them immediately lost somehow. I can't remember how I did it now, but there was an action. You know, it comes up and you've got 2 options. Which one do you want to do first? And I did the lost one, which didn't initiate this. I think if they just go immediately lost, this doesn't count. So always do the I am your father first if you get the option. So again, Dan lost 2 force. 1 to play the sniper and 1 for the sniper. Plays Vader's Anger, add 3 to his total battle destiny. So he needs to draw a 4. He also should have played that first, which he just notes in the comments to add the extra battle destiny. Ugh. He draws a 3 to the 6. It doesn't get rid of Ezra, yeah, so that would have made the difference. Just Shy draws a 5. So Dan's down by 2. This is actually a tough situation because does Dan peel the 2, keep Vader, or okay. I was thinking if he'd have pitched Vader, he wouldn't have sacrificed both his dudes, I guess. But Ezra could have battled back into Vader, done a ping damage, retrieved a force. He would have got hit, so that wouldn't have made a difference, but he would have pinged him down to 5, would have been down to 4. Yeah, okay, so Dan's losing this now. After losing another 2 force to Maul Sith Infiltrator. Dan is now at 6, Just Shy is at 8. 7. Seven to 5. Dan's going to lose 2 force here, which is going to put him at 3. Then he's going to lose 1 to Visage, which is going to put him on 2. Just Shy is going to be on 6. And then he's going to get pinged 7. At the end of his turn, he'll be on 6. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, so Dan's dead. What a shame. That was a cracking game. Okay, yeah, so Dan's definitely losing at this point because he's not even going to get to force drain there. When you think back over the game, Maul cloaked what? They're on. This is turn 8. So say Maul's cloaked at least 3 times. That's 6 force. Dan played Sniper Dark Strike. Once in his control phase, that was just a lost force. But then he played it once then. So that was like essentially 2 force that he lost. So Maul has cost at least 6. The Sniper Dark Strike cost 1 to play. That's 7. Then he played the I Never Asked That thing twice, which cost him 2 force. So that's 6, 7. That's 9. He's lost 9 force just to play his own cards. Oh, and he deployed Visage. That's 11. Plus he's been pinged by Visage a few times. So Dan's probably lost a good 15 cards just in like indirect damage. He has retrieved a bit through battling with First Strike, but yeah, he's now down to 2. And Just Shy is at 5. He's going to get to drain for 1. He's going to put him at 4. He could force drain at the Executor for 0, which would only puts that out, play doesn't cancel Visage. He could pay 1 to battle here, 10 to 8. But this little dude's got a huge forfeit. He's gonna win by like 1 force at this rate. Steffler is going to reduce that destiny by 4 to a 1. That's... Oh, I thought it was limited. Oh, he subtracted 1 from it to make it a 4. Okay. Ugh. And then Steffler. This is the thing with No Idea, all these little characters. Steffler says, when deployed or lost, draw the bottom card of use pile. And then Dan commits seppuku, very honourable, by losing 2 force to Maul to end the game. Just Shy wins by 3. Would have been 2 if he'd let him visage ping, but that was a very close game. Well played to both players. Yeah, I think Dan had a really great start straight out the gate, but obviously in No Idea, once it gets a couple of guys with Stardust and it flips, it's pretty solid. You need the alter. I can't remember if it's friendly fire or collateral damage. I think it is for the dark side one, to try and like clear one of them in a battle. But even then, it's like you get rid of one guy, maybe 2 in the battle because they're all decent forfeits, and you've got the add and subtract and weapon protection. It's pretty solid. This No Idea. It's hard to crack through once they've turtled. So I think Dan, you did really well, and good luck to you guys in your upcoming matches for the rest of the month. And until next time, thanks for watching another episode of the Masashi Training Temple. I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you.